So, welcome back to another module of third unit, module 2 continuation, module 2.1 of basic electrical electronics instrumentation engineering. This is Dr. B. Santana Krishnan, associate professor, and the slides are prepared by Dr. B. Paramasivam and Dr. S. Ramesh Kumar, associate professor, Department of EEE Government College of Engineering, Bodinayakno. In previous model, we had discussed about what is called transformer. Transformer is also called as an electrical static machine. It is used to convert the electrical convert the electrical power from one range to another range, generally called as a step-up transformer and step-down transformer. And types of transformer generally called as a single-phase transformer and three-phase transformer. On this model, we are going to talk about the three-phase transformer. So why we go for three-phase transformer? The electric grid uses three-phase power grid distribution system because it allows for high transmission at lower ampere. This makes it possible to use high gauge thinner copper wire, significantly reducing both material and labor costs. So it is very cheap to transport power from one place to another place. Automatically it reduces the cost as well as the labor cost. That's why we go for the three-phase transformer for step up or step down of a voltage. So the three-phase transformer are used to step up or step down the high voltages in various stages of power transmission system. A three-phase transformer is made up of three sets of primary and secondary winding. Each set wound around one leg of an iron core assembly. Essentially, it looks like three single-phase transformers sharing joint core as in figure. So there are construction wise, there are two types of three-phase transformer. One is called core type transformer, other one is called cell test transformer. A three-phase transformer can be constructed by using common magnetic core for both primary and secondary winding. As in case of single-phase transformer, construction can be core type as well as the shell type. Then types of construction, core type. The core of the three-phase transformer is usually made up of three limbs of the same plane. This can be built using stock lamination. Each leg of this core carries the low voltage and high voltage winding. The low voltage windings are insulated from the core than the high voltage winding. Figure shows the types of the core type three-phase transformer. Similarly, another type is called shell type transformer. In a shell type three-phase transformer, three phases are more independent than they are in core type. Each phase has its individual magnetic circuit. The construction of shell type three-phase transformer is illustrated in the figure at right hand side. The construction is similar to that of the three single-phase shell type transformer kept on the top of each other. So three single-phase transformer kept one by one. So it's like a shell arrangement transformer. From the diagram you can easily understand what is the shell type transformer. So this is the practical or realistic view of a three-phase transformer. Then working of three-phase transformer. Consider a three-phase transformer in which the primary is connected to three-phase AC supply. When a primary is excited with the three-phase supply source, three-phase currents are shorted flowing through individual phase winding. These currents produces the magnetic flux in the respective core. This three-phase system at any instant the sum of all fluxes is same. These fluxes include the secondary EMF in the respective phases such that they maintain their phase angle between them. This EMF drives the current in the secondary and hence the load depends on the type of the connection and used and the number of turns in each phase. The voltage is induced will be varied for obtaining step up or step down the voltage. So these are the connection of the three-phase transformer. There are four combination of connection. One is called star delta, delta star, delta delta, star star. So in primary it is connected as star and secondary is connected in delta. Similarly primary is delta and secondary is star. Primary is delta or secondary is also delta and primary is star and secondary also. So the four combination of three-phase transformer connections are generally available. From the diagram you can easily understand the connection of the four transformer. So this is the individual explanation of star delta connection. The types of connection is commonly used for step down the voltage at lower value of in transmission end substation. Utility companies use this connection to reduce the voltage level for distribution system. In this, the primary winding is transformer is connected in star. The secondary winding is delta connection. Similarly, delta star connection. This connection used to step up the voltage level, and it is commonly employed in sending end or starting of high tension transmission system. In this connection, the primary is connected in delta fashion and secondary is in star fashion, so that three phase four wire system at secondary is possible. Three phase four wire system at secondary is possible. The fourth wire generally called as the neutral. Then delta delta connection. This types of connection used when the supply source is delta connected and the secondary load single voltage with high current. This generally employed for three phase power loads like three phase motor. In this, both primary and secondary windings are connected in delta connection. Then star star connection. In this, both primary and secondary windings are connected in star fashion. Also, there is no phase difference between the primary and secondary voltages. So what are the different types of losses present in the transformer? There are various losses present in transformer. Number one is called iron losses, copper losses, hysteresis losses, and eddy current losses. Iron losses are caused by the alternating flux in the core of the transformer. As this loss occurs, the core as in the core, it is also called as the core losses. So iron losses can also be called as the core losses. Then copper losses occurs because of the transformer winding resistance. Because of the winding resistance, there is maybe a drop in the voltage. That's why this is called as the copper losses. Then hysteresis losses are occurs because of the variation of magnetization in the core of the transformer. And eddy current losses when the flux links with the closed circuit, the EMF induced in the core. Since the core is made up of conducting material, the EMF circulates the current within the body of the material. It produces losses, generally called as I square R losses in the magnetic material known as the eddy current losses. So these are the losses present in the transformer. What are the advantages of three-phase transformer? There are numerous advantages of three-phase transformer, some of which we have been listed below. Inexpensive. Compared to single-phase transformer, the three-phase transformer is very cheaper. Then it's lightweight, not only for transformer lightweight, it is also smaller than the single-phase transformer in size. It means it all occupies less spaces. Assembly in least time, so it is extremely easy to assemble. We can single phase transformer supply for three phase transformer while the opposite is not possible. Higher efficiency, it gives higher efficiency when compared with the single phase transformer. So easy to install, easy to transportation. These are the advantages of the three phase transformer. Then what are the disadvantages of three phase transformer? So although there are many advantages there, some of the disadvantages, one is called greater cost of standby units. The individual cost of the standby unit is high and makes it difficult to repair or fix any malfunction. In three-phase transformer, a common core is shared by all three units. Therefore, if the unit is defective or damaged, the entire three-phase transformer has to be shut down. So it is not possible to shut down a particular phase. You have to entirely have to shut down the device. Number two, cost of repair. The cost of repair of three-phase transformer is very high because since it's changing the each individual component is expensive, hence it is to restore the service. The spare unit cost is more when compared to single phase transformer. Then reduce the capacity. Since the three phase transformers are self cooled, the capacity of the transformer is also reduced simultaneously. Then fault correction. In case of there is a fault in any of the three phases transformer, the fault is transferred to other two phases. As a result, the whole unit need to be transferred. So any fault occur in one phase, automatically another two phases get damaged. So it is totally damage the devices. So we have to replace the entire device. This is a major disadvantage of three-phase transformer. What are the application of three-phase transformer? It stepped up level of voltage at the generation side before transmission and distribution. In distribution side for commercial or domestic uses of a transformer, it stepped down the voltage. For example, from 11 kV to 220 volt single phase and 440 volt three phase. So it is can able to reduce the step down the voltage. The current transformer and potential transformer is also used in power system in the industry. So they are very simple and uses or application of transformer. So the final conclusion, although the most utility tools are connected by the single phase transformer, these are not preferred for large power distribution. In comparison to single phase transformer, three phase transformer has numerous advantages. There are a few disadvantages as well, but the advantage definitely overweight them. This is the reason why we go for three phase transformer now being used for large power distribution. So this is about the three phase transformer.